Hi everyone, so in the video in which the student is adding, did the student perform the operation correctly? Explain the student's reasoning. The way that the student, from my understanding of the video, I could barely see what she was doing. She was breaking it up one half into thirds, which is, no, I think she said one half, but I think she meant one whole, into 3/3. And I don't, watching these two videos, in my opinion, I was confused on what they were trying to do with their adding and subtracting fractions. I do think that in both ways that the student is each one's right in their process of thinking, but they did something different than what I would probably normally do. And I'm not the best with fractions, and I know that, but I will, when I do my fractions, I have an example and I use that example to help me solve what I need to do. How do you think a teacher needs to design fraction lessons in order for students to develop fraction sense? Well, fractions are difficult and students don't understand them. I was one of the students of not understanding how to do fractions. To this day, I've always struggled with fractions. If I were, when it's time for me to teach my students fractions, the one thing I'm going to think about with how I'm teaching it is I want my students to be I would have my students be hands-on, because fractions are meant to be hands-on. I don't really think that you need to, it's good to understand how to solve it, but seeing an example of it, doing, drawing and breaking apart stuff, because you need to use visuals, because I don't think I used enough visuals when I was a student, so that did not, I think that would help me a lot more. Helped me a lot more when I was in school. Playing games with them to understand both how to solve and what it looks like. An example from what the book sorry, I'm using my book online. So the circle models are an effective to help understand how to solve fractions. So the circle models are effective for adding and subtracting fractions. Circle models offer a effective visual and allow students to develop a mental image of the different pieces. This was found in chapter 5. My online book, for some reason, is not showing me the page numbers. And I would definitely do the area model so I could see my students can see what we are doing and how we're going to solve. Thanks everyone. I hope everyone has a good rest of their week. We are almost done.